Hey guys, Big Wedge here, very happy to announce that we are partnering with Takomo.
Do you think that Takomo irons actually perform as well as the big name brands?
Yes.
True.
Good, I'm happy we passed that one.
That was gonna be...
Boy, yeah, that could have been, we could have ended this video right there.
That is the big promise from Takomo. Today, we are doing a full deep dive into their entire 2026 lineup to see if they actually deliver on that promise. So let's just start with the question that every single one of us has asked at some point. Why is new golf gear so outrageously expensive? I mean, it's a huge barrier. As Takomo themselves said, it keeps people out of the game, and it sucks. They're pretty convinced there's a better way to do things. All right, so let's jump into section 1 and really break down this expensive problem in golf. Because, you know, when you buy a set of clubs from a big name brand, you're paying for a whole lot more than just the metal and the grips that are in your hands. Seriously, think about it. When you buy from one of the legacy brands, your money, your hard-earned cash, is covering the retail store's markup, those multi-million-dollar contracts for tour pros, and all those TV commercials you see every single weekend. It's a business model with a ton of expensive layers sitting between the factory and your golf bag. Okay, so how do you get around all those extra costs? Well, that brings us right into section 2, the direct-to-consumer solution. This right here is the engine that powers Takomo's entire approach to the game. Direct-to-consumer, or DTC, it's exactly what it sounds like. Instead of this super complicated supply chain, Takomo designs the clubs and then they sell them straight to you, online from their own website. It's a beautifully simple idea that has massive implications for the price you pay. And this slide just lays it out perfectly. Look at the traditional model, at least 4 expensive steps. Then look at the Takomo model. It's just one. By literally cutting out all of those middlemen, they can pass those huge savings directly on to you, the golfer. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Okay, cheaper price must mean cheaper materials, right? Nope, not even close. This isn't about cutting corners on quality. We're talking about premium S2C forged carbon steel. That's the stuff that gives high-end players' irons that incredibly soft, buttery feel at impact. The faces use high-strength steel to get more ball speed, and they come standard with KBS Tour shafts. These are the exact same ingredients the big brands use in their most expensive, top-of-the-line clubs. Okay, let's get to the good stuff. Moving on to section 3. Let's see how this all comes together in their 2026 iron lineup. This is where we get into the nitty-gritty of the clubs themselves and figure out which one might actually be right for your game. I love this part. Takomo keeps their lineup so simple and easy to understand. Just think of it this way. The lower the number, the more forgiveness you get. The 101 is for the improving player who needs all the help they can get. The 201 is for that solid player looking for a great blend of distance and feel. And the 301, well, that's for the skilled player who demands pure precision and control. And here's the master grid that brings it all together. Take a look at the lofts. The 101 Mark II is a true game improvement iron, right? It's got a strong 29-degree 7-iron to really maximize your distance. The 201 Mark II is that sweet spot player's distance iron, blending a strong loft with a more compact look. And then you have the 301 CB, a classic player's cavity back with a more traditional 34-degree loft for better feel and flighting the ball. All built from that premium forged steel. So if you're an improving player, you're probably deciding between these two. The 101 Mark II is like your best friend on the course. It's your safety net. That wider sole helps prevent you from digging, and the extra offset really helps you square the face to fight that nasty slice. Now, the 201 Mark II is for when your ball striking gets a little more consistent. It's still super forgiving because of the hollow body design, but its more compact shape gives you that look and feel of a real player's club. Okay, now for you skilled players, the choice gets a little more nuanced. Both the 301 CB and the MB are forged from the same block of steel. They have the exact same lofts. The key difference is that the cavity back, the CB, has a tiny little cavity that gives you just a hint of forgiveness on those slight mishits. The muscle back, or MB, is a pure blade, period. It's for the elite ball striker who wants the most direct feedback possible and the ability to shape shots on command. But here's the thing. Takomo is no longer just an iron company. In section 4, let's take a look at how they've expanded to help you build out a full bag with their 2026 gear. Yeah, they've expanded into a full lineup, starting with the Ignis D1 driver. It's got a modern carbon crown for a lower center of gravity and adjustable weighting. I mean, that's tech you'd expect to see in a $600 driver, and it's just over $300. The Ignis fairway woods bring that same incredible value. And get this, the Skyforger wedges are forged from that same premium S20C steel as the 301 irons, giving you unbelievable feel and spin control around the greens. So yeah, the products look amazing on paper. But can you really trust a brand that you might not be able to go test in a big box store? This brings us to our final and maybe the most important section, the proof and the promise. Without those giant marketing budgets, direct-to-consumer brands, they live or die by their reputation and by word of mouth. And Takomo has built a seriously powerful one, earning the trust of some very, very credible names in the golf world. And that includes actual tour professionals. When a player like Wesley Bryan, who can literally play any club on the planet he wants, says it's a no-brainer, well, that carries a whole lot of weight. And it's not just the tour pros either. Major golf creators like Grant Horvat, who test absolutely everything, have validated the quality. This is that third-party proof you're looking for, that the gear really, really performs. So you've seen the proof from the pros and the creators, but what about Takomo's promise directly to you? What does this number mean? Well, it's their answer to the single biggest fear people have when they think about buying clubs online. This, my friends, is the 30-day Fairway Trial. It's genius. You order a set, you unwrap just the 7-iron, and you take it to the course, take it to the range, hit it as much as you want. If you don't absolutely love it for any reason at all, you can send the whole set back for a full refund. It completely, totally removes the risk of buying clubs you haven't hit. So when you put it all together, the equation is just so simple. You are getting premium materials plus tour-proven performance, all at a price that's honestly unbeatable. And it's completely risk-free. I mean, that's a combination that is pretty tough to argue with. And it all boils down to one simple question for every golfer out there. Are you paying for the club, or are you paying for the logo? Takomo is betting that more and more players are choosing to pay for pure performance. Takomo's whole approach isn't just about selling clubs, it's about challenging the entire industry. So if you're ready to stop paying for all the hype and start paying for performance, Takomo is a brand you absolutely have to consider for your bag in 2026. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.